So today, we're going to break down a mindset for hitting those goals that feel, well, almost impossible. Look, this isn't about tiny habits or gentle self-improvement. Nope, this is a step-by-step guide to a pretty high-stakes, unconventional way of thinking for when you absolutely positively have to win. So let me start by asking you a question. We hear it all the time, right? Be patient, be virtuous, wait for your moment. But what if all that conventional wisdom is actually a trap? What if the very things we're told are good are the exact things holding us back from doing something huge?
And these two images, well, they represent a much more intense path. I mean, on the surface, they look pretty aggressive, almost nihilistic, don't they? Victory or death. Be the worst you can be. But believe it or not, when you put them together, they create this incredibly powerful and practical philosophy for radical achievement. And that's exactly what we're going to deconstruct piece by piece.
Now, let's be super clear about something. This isn't a mindset for, learning to bake bread or tidying up your garage. This is a guide for those moments when the stakes are just sky high. Like when you're launching that business with all your savings on the line, or you're fighting to get over a massive, life-changing obstacle. This is for when good enough just won't cut it.
Okay, this whole system is really built on one single foundation. And that brings us to step one, absolute non-negotiable commitment. And this first step isn't just about trying really hard. It's about completely rewriting the rules of the game inside your own head.
Let's just look at this first phrase, victory or death. I know, it's extreme, and that's the whole point. The goal here isn't to be dark or morbid. It's to completely wipe out any other option from your mind. There's no plan B. There's no, well, I'll try my best. There is only the goal.
You see, this is a psychological tool. It's like when ancient generals would land on an enemy shore and then order their men to burn their own ships. Why? So there was no retreat. The only way forward was to win. By taking away your own safety nets, that little voice that says, it's okay if this doesn't work out, you unlock a kind of focus and creativity that's just impossible to find any other way.
Okay, so if step one was all about adding something, total commitment, then step two is all about taking things away. It's about figuring out what's holding you back, even when those things are hiding in plain sight, disguised as good qualities.
Now, this quote is meant to be a little jarring. It's not telling you to be a bad person, not at all. It's an argument against using patience as an excuse to put things off and using virtue as an excuse to not make those tough, sometimes unpopular choices that success often demands.
And this list just nails what we're talking about. Endless patience can just be procrastination in disguise. You never actually launch your project. Seeking universal approval? That just means your big, bold idea gets watered down until it's bland enough for everyone. Avoiding all conflict means you never challenge a broken system. And mistaking politeness for progress? Oh, that's every meeting you've been in where everyone nods and smiles, but absolutely nothing gets decided. These are chains we put on ourselves.
All right, this is where it all clicks into place. We've got our unwavering commitment. We've thrown out the fake virtues that were slowing us down. Now it's time to put these ideas together into a brand new way of operating. This is how you actually use this radical focus.
So let's look at this phrase again. Be the worst you can be. This isn't about being evil or hurting people. It's about becoming your own most ruthless competitor. Think about the most focused, relentless, unstoppable person you can imagine. Now, your job is to become that person in the chase for your own goal. Be the worst possible news for your own self-doubt, your own laziness, and every single one of your excuses.
So here it is, your new operating system, in 3 simple steps. First, define victory. And I mean with crystal clarity. Not just, I want my business to do well, but I will secure $10 million in Series A funding by the end of the year. Second, identify those virtues you hide behind. Is it your need to be liked by everyone, your fear of a tough conversation? Write them down. And third, become relentless. Act with a laser focus on that one single victory, and tune out all the noise and judgment from the outside world.
But hold on. Before we finish up, there is one last, absolutely critical piece of the puzzle we have to talk about. This mindset, it's a kind of power. And just like any other form of power, it comes with a price tag and a huge responsibility. You cannot, and you absolutely should not, be like this all the time.
And this slide right here is essential. Are you launching that startup that could change your life? Yes, this is the tool for that. Are you trying to figure out where to get dinner with your family? Absolutely not. This is a scalpel,
a surgical instrument you use for your biggest, most important battles. It is not a hammer you bring to everyday life. If you use it in the wrong place, you'll just end up causing a lot of damage to your relationships and, frankly, to yourself.
So if you take away just one thing, please let it be this. This is not a personality transplant. We're talking about a temporary, strategic shift into a kind of battle mode, used with precision only when the stakes are so high that they demand nothing less. It's a weapon, and you have to choose your battles very, very wisely.
So I'll leave you with this question. That version of you, the one who is absolutely relentless, laser-focused, and completely unafraid to shed those comfortable virtues that are holding you back, that person is waiting inside you. So think about your biggest, most audacious goal. What's the one battle that's so important you finally need to let that person take charge?